Imagine going on a cruise to escape the cold months of the year, when all of a sudden things take a turn for the worse. Something goes wrong and the ship you are on is now sinking. So many thoughts are speeding through your head when you realize that these moments and these thoughts could be your very last moments in your life. This is what the 1,517 people who passed away from the sinking of the Titanic went through. I am able to present this information to you today because I have done quite a bit of research on the Titanic. The purpose of my speech is to inform you about the things you may not know about the Titanic. Today I will be informing you about the Titanic itself, the Titanic setting sail, and also the Titanic sinking. The Titanic was 882 feet long, 175 feet tall, and weighed 46,000 tons. She was designed to carry 64 lifeboats. She had 20 boilers and 162 furnaces. She burned through 650 tons of coal per day, cranking out 16,000 horsepower. Her top speed was 24 knots, and she had 4 smokestacks. They were each 22 feet wide and 6 stories high. It took her 3 years to build her, and also 3,000 people. On the Titanic, there was a swimming pool, a gym, a Turkish bath, a photography darkroom, and also 3 cigar rooms on board. On April 10, 1912, she departed from Southampton, England, and was headed to New York, New York. She was supposed to make her arrival on April 17th. There was 2,240 people on board, but lifeboats for only 1,178 people. There were 325 first-class passengers on board. There were 285 second-class passengers on board. There was 760 third-class passengers on board, and there was 885 crew members on board. There was also 7 dogs on board. At 11:40 p.m. on April 14, 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg at 22 knots. The iceberg made a hole about 220 to 245 feet long into the hull. Water was rushing into the Titanic at 7 tons per second. On April 15, 1912, at 2:20 a.m., only 350 miles southeast of Newfoundland, Canada, she sank into the North Atlantic Ocean. She was 2.3 miles below the ocean. The water was 28 degrees Fahrenheit. She only had 20 lifeboats on board, which could only carry 1,178 people. Each lifeboat could carry up to 65 people. The first lifeboat left with only 28 people on board. Only 16 lifeboats successfully made it off the Titanic, and there was 472 spots on the lifeboats that were unused. In the first class, 60%, which was 202 people, lived. In the second class, 42%, which was 118 people, lived. And in third class, only 25%, which was 178 people, lived. And crew members, less than 25%, which was about 215 people, lived. Only 2 of the 7 dogs lived. Altogether, 1,517 people passed away, and only 706 people lived. I presented you this information about the Titanic because I thought it was a very interesting topic. I have always been fascinated by the sinking of the ship. I was so eager to learn more about the Titanic that I saw a musical as well as researched information. I hope that you all learned more about the Titanic itself, learned more about when it set sail, and learned information you may not have previously known about the sinking of the Titanic. Thank you.